Worthless. I'm frustrated, guys, because my MacBook that I have right now doesn't mean anything anymore. Hey, what's up, guys? Sam here. Welcome to November 10th, which is the day of Apple's One More Thing event. They just wrapped it up, and they announced basically 4 new things. The new M1 processor, the MacBook Air 13-inch refresh, the MacBook Pro 13-inch refresh, and a new Mac Mini. Now, the Mac Mini, complete surprise. I will give it to Apple for this one. Nobody in the rumors, leaks, nobody said that a Mac Mini was coming. We got a new Mac Mini, which to me is the most exciting of all of these. Well, I take that back. They're all equally exciting. Listen, I have so many thoughts about this, and I want to just go over whether or not any of these are actually worth buying. And I know this sounds crazy, but no matter what MacBook Air 13-inch or MacBook Pro you have right now or Mac Mini, I think that all of these computers are worth upgrading to. I do. And there's a number of reasons why, and I want to talk about it. So drop a like if you're excited, hit subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so the event honestly was a bit underwhelming for me just because there are no new designs or even functionality. Okay, I don't know if this is irrational, but like when Apple showed the promo materials for this, they showed an Apple logo glowing out the back. And they even hinted at an AR thing like a MacBook opening and closing. I really thought with Apple Silicon that they were going to bring back the glowing Apple logo and even maybe make it multicolor. Like just imagine a MacBook with a glowing rainbow-esque Apple logo on the back. I think that would have done more for the marketing of these computers than anything else Apple put in them. Now, maybe that's coming in the future. Maybe when we get a redesigned MacBook, we see a redesigned Apple logo. But I just feel like this is a big missed opportunity for Apple. Like people would see these out in the wild, people carrying them. Like if the logo's glowing, maybe I'm looking into this too much, or, maybe that just would have been super cool. That would have been a great way to leave the design of the MacBook the same while adding just a little bit of extra, oomph to the product. So just to give you a super quick overview of what changed and, something to support this claim, I want to read over the specs of the new MacBook Air and the new MacBook Pro, both of which are 13-inch, both of which you might remember were also updated earlier this year already. So, you might have been somebody that bought it, but hey, I know this sounds crazy. I think it might be worth upgrading again because what Apple has done with these two computers, we'll jump to the Mac Mini in just a second, is absolutely absurd. Okay, let's take a look at this little graphic for the MacBook Air. The MacBook Air has up to 3.5x faster CPU performance, up to 5x faster graphics performance, faster machine learning. They removed the damn fan design. The fan no longer exists because with Apple Silicon's M1 chip, Apple doesn't need to put it in there. This is ridiculous. You'll find out this is one of many ridiculous things about what Apple's done here. Next up, you've got 6 hours longer battery life, guys. That is 33% better than the last MacBook. I cannot tell you the last time on a Mac when I heard that the battery life was increased more than maybe 5 to 10% year over year. This is amazing. I'm so happy to see this. And, no spoilers, but when you get the MacBook Pro, it's not, it's just even better. The MacBook Air now has up to a 2 times faster SSD. It's got 2x longer battery if you're just doing those Zoom video calls that we all love so much. And it supports the P3 color gamut, so the display is just as good as the 13-inch MacBook Pro as far as what it can display now. And Apple kept the price the same, $999 for the MacBook Air. Listen, we could do a deep dive and talk about the intricacies. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about that. These are the numbers that matter to me, and these are the numbers I think make the MacBook Air worth it for just about anybody. Like, the jumps generation over generation here, absolutely absurd. You're not sold yet. You say, hey, I want more juice, dude. I am not roided up enough. Let's talk about the 13-inch MacBook Pro, because this is not even a joke, and if I hear one bit of laughter, you're getting kicked off the bus, all right? Welcome to the iUpdate bus. Let's talk about this. Okay. This one is also crazy. 2.8x faster CPU performance. Again, up to 5 times faster graphics performance, up to 11 times faster machine learning. And then battery life again. I don't know a word to describe this. And I'll tell you why I'm so excited about it. You get up to 17 hours wireless web. They are saying up to 20 hours of battery life on the MacBook Pro now. Guys, this is again crazy. Keep in mind, the 16-inch MacBook Pro, you are lucky to get 10 to 11. Apple is promising 20 hours of... I cannot describe how big of a deal this is because battery life is important to me. I'm constantly editing in a car, on the go, connected to a hotspot, doing things away from concrete and stable AC or DC power. You know, I'm shredding down the highway, editing a video, and you know, I like long battery life. My current 16-inch with 11 hours can barely, and I'm not joking, on 100% charge, barely edit a full 8 to 10 minute video and upload it. Just can't seem to do it sometimes. It dies during the process half the time. So hearing that this is on the 13-inch, I'm super excited for what's coming to the 16-inch. I mean, you know, you've got active cooling on this as well. Apple added literally 10 additional hours of battery life. Crazy. If there is one MacBook that has blown my mind out of these two, it is absolutely the MacBook Pro. This is a great MacBook to buy. And the pricing, I believe, remained exactly the same as before. The MacBook Air is still $999. I think this still starts at $1299. Like, this is performance we usually see over the period of a couple of years. We're getting this in one update. Okay, and then perhaps what I'm most excited for out of what we got today, it is the new Mac Mini. This, again, looks the same as the others. I know. Frustrated by it too. I also wish that it would have gotten a design refresh. But again, Apple has done some great things here. Up to 3 times faster CPU performance, jumping up to 6x faster graphics performance, up to 15x faster machine learning, 60% more energy efficient. So you're gonna be using less power while this Mac Mini is plugged in all the time. And by the way, again, this is the complete surprise. They also said it has support for a full res 6K display. That is Apple's Pro XDR display. Yes, I am looking at that and saying, wow, I need this. But I'm gonna wait to see until the results come out to see if the Mac Mini can compete with my spec'd out iMac behind me. Because if it does, I'm gonna be real pissed off that my 27-inch iMac that costs like $5,000 isn't as good as this Mac Mini. I have a feeling it will still be better, but man, I'm a little concerned because Apple Silicon is not playing games. They're not taking names. They're bop, bop, bop to everybody that says Apple Silicon isn't good enough. And on the Mac Mini, they said, okay, we can't really increase the battery life because, you know, this is plugged into a wall like all desktops. So they lowered the price. The Mac Mini starts at $699 now for some of these improvements. Obviously, the, I think, higher spec stuff is going to get you, like, you know, the faster performance and better graphics. But I am blown away by the upgrades, I should be specific, for the Apple M1 chip. Like, Apple was talking about this M1 chip a lot, and it's crazy. Again, I think it's worth it to buy the new Mac Mini. I just feel like any other year, it's like, oh, no, like, only get it if you have an old Mac Mini. It's like the iPhone, you can maybe convince somebody to buy every year, or you can make an argument for yourself for this. But we have not seen, since I've been doing Apple, which is 8 years, since I've been a fan, probably like 12 or 13 or 14 years, I just don't remember anything like this, ever. Never remember seeing a jump like this. Is it disappointing that things like the design remain the same? Yeah, absolutely. Is this still insane for what it is? Yeah, absolutely. I think Apple's done a great job. While the event was not the most exciting, super well produced, and I think they made a compelling case for all of these computers, and I think now is a great time to buy. I think this has been the best time to buy a new MacBook Air 13-inch, a new MacBook Pro 13-inch, or a new Mac Mini in the past 10 years. Seriously, I really believe that. So hop on the train, get Apple Silicon. Let me know if you're gonna get one of these. They're available for order right now. They ship out starting 11/17. That is, I think, Tuesday of next week. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the event. It was a fun time. I mean, Apple's, you know, they still got the magic, man. Those ads where they're talking about people creating, you know, it brings it really warms your heart. It warms your old heart. All right, love you guys. Hope you're doing well. I will see you soon. And enjoy these new Silicon Macs, man. They're something special. All right, peace out. See you guys later.